Hello children, welcome back to the 2B exercise. Now we are going to start with the fourth question. So here you can see in the fourth question it is said that the sum amounts to rupees 6600 in 1 year and 7986 in 3 years. So here you can see, as we have seen in the last video, it was consecutive years, but here it is a non-consecutive year. So whenever it is non-consecutive years, and you have to find the rate and the principal. So what you do is you take the ratio of the two amounts. So you write the formula for the amount for the first year and amount for the third year and take the ratio, and then you write it as a formula. So just let us see in the next slide how we go about it. So here we'll write the given thing first. Amount 1, 6600. Amount for 3 years is rupees 7986. We have to find the rate and the principal. So we take the ratio of amount 3 and amount 1. So accordingly we take the ratio of their formulas as well. So PP gets cancelled. As you can see, the base is same, 1 plus R upon 100. So what you do is you take the base once and you write 3 minus 1 on the right side. And left side, you substitute this value. For A3, you write 7986 and for A1, 6600 and simplify it. So how to simplify it? Let's see. Here you can see in the units place it is 0 and here it is even number. That means you can divide it with 2. So 2 3s are 6, 0, 0. Here 2 3s are 6, 1 carry over. 2 9s are 18, 1 carry over. 2 9s are 18, 2 3s are 6. Now here you can see that here it's in the units place it is odd number. So now you have to check for the divisibility test of 3. So 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 3 is 21, 21 plus 3 is 24. So 24 comes in the table of 3. That means you can divide this number with 3. And here also it is divisible by 3. The reason is 3 plus 3 is 6 and 6 comes in the table of 3. So when we divide 3 ones are 0 and 0. Then 3 ones are 3 threes are 9, 3 threes are 9 and 3 ones are. Now you can see 1, 3, 3, 1. You have to check whether it is divisible by 3 and 1100 also. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So this number is not going to be divisible by 3. So forget, we cannot use 3. Now you can see 11 ones are is 11. So you have to check whether 1331 can be divisible by 11. So you have to check the divisibility test for 11. So let's see, as I had told you before, that for checking the divisibility test of 11, you have to go on subtracting and adding the consecutive digits. So 1 minus 3 plus 3 minus 1. So that will give you 0. If you can see, plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, plus 3 minus 3 gets cancelled, and the final answer what you get is 0. So if you are getting the final answer as 0, then you understand that if it is 0 or any number which is divisible by 11, then that particular number can be divided by 11. So you can divide this 1331 with 11. So what we do is now 11 ones are 11, 2 carry over, 11 twos are 22, 1 carry over, 11 ones are 11. And 11 ones are 11, 0 and 0. So you got 121 upon 100. Now you cannot further divide it. So from here you understand that 3 minus 1 you're going to get 2. So just see whether you can convert these two numbers to the power of 2. So here you can see 121 upon 100. You can convert it as 11 upon 10 raised to 2. And 1 plus 100 r upon 100 raised to 2. So as indices are same, the bases become same. So 11 upon 10 is equal to 1 plus r upon 100. Now plus 1, when you take it to the other side, it becomes minus 1. Just erase this part. So 11 minus 10 upon 10. So 11 minus 10 is 1. 1 upon 10 we get. 1 upon 10 into 100. So 0, 0 gets cancelled and you get 10%. Now once you got the value of r, you can substitute this value of r in any value of in any one value of A1 or A3. So I have decided that smaller the better. So A1. So A1 is equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 1. So 1 you can ignore, as I told you before also. So we substitute the value 6600 is equal to P bracket 1 plus 10 upon 100. 0 gets cancelled. And you get again by equating over here, you multiply by 10 and divide by 10, and then you get 10 plus 1 is 11 upon 10. Now this is multiplication. When you want to find the value of P, you take it to the other side. So your multiplication, here also you take the multiplication but take the reciprocal of this number. So it becomes 6,600 into 10 upon 11. And then when you cancel 11, and you can see that it can be divisible as 11 6 is 66. So 11 ones are 11 6 and double 0, because 0 just you write when you are dividing, and then 600 into 10 you get 6,000. So that is how you got the principal amount as 6,000 and percent rate as 10%. This is your final answer. Put it in the box. Okay, then we go to the next question. In the next question, it is said a sum of money if invested at compound interest for 2 years amounts to rupees 57,600 and 65,536 in 4 years. Again, you can see there's a difference of 2 years. It is not consecutive. So again, in the same manner, as you have to find the rate and the principal, you are going to take the ratio of their formulas. So A4 and A2. Let's see, A2 is 57,600, A4 is 65,500. Percent rate you have to find and the principal. So you take the ratio of these two. A4 upon A2 is equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 4 upon P 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 2. PP gets cancelled. 4 minus 2 you get 2. As the bases are same, you subtract the indices. Now you substitute the value for 65536 upon 57600. Now you can see that we are using the divisibility test. So as it in the units place it is even number and 0, you can divide this with 2 sorry. So you are going to divide it with 2. So 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 1 carry over, 2 7s are 14, 1 carry over, 2 6 are 12, 1 carry over, 2 8s are 16. Again divide denominator with 2, 2 2s are 4, 1 carry over, 2 8s are 16, 1 carry over, 2 8s are 16 and 0 0. Now you can see here it is 8 and here it is 2. Again you can divide it with 2, but what we will do is to simplify it in at a faster rate. We will take 4 because 68 is also divisible by 4 and 0 0 it's okay. So 4 we have taken. Now 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 8 0 0. Here 4 8s are 32, 4 1s are 4, 3 carry over, 4 9s are 36, 2 carry over, 4 9s are 36. 36 means 32, 4 carry over. Then when 1 minute, 4 8s are 32, 4 1s are 4, 3 carry over, 4 9s are 36 and 4 2s are 8. So you got 8 1 9 2. Now after that what you have, now you have divided it with 4. So now you can check if you can divide it with any other number which can be easier. So what I have done is I have taken 8 now, because both the numbers can be divided with 8. So what I have done is 8 ones are 0, 8 twos are 16. So 19 minus 16 is going to give you 3, and then 8 fours are 32. That is how you got 1024. Now divide the denominator. So 8 nines are 72, 0 and 0. So now you have got your 900. Now you can further divide 1024 and 900 with 2. So again, you divide it with 2 because 2, or you can divide it directly with 4 because both the numbers are divisible by 4. As you can see over here, it is 24. So it is divisible by 4 and here it is 0, 0. So I divide both the numbers with 4. So 4 twos are 8, 2 carry over, 4 fives are 20, 2 carry over, 4 6 are 24. Then 4 twos are 8, 1 carry over, 4 twos are 8, 2 carry over, 4 fives are 20. So it is 256 upon 225. And here on the right side, you can see that bases are same. So you subtract the indices. That is 4 minus 2. That is equal to 2. Now once you got that, you can see over here, as you know, we final answer what we have got after dividing. You cannot divide this numbers further now. 256 upon 225. And left side I have taken the right thing on the left and left on the right. So 1 plus r upon 100 raised to 2 is equal to 256 upon 225. Now you can see that from the index you get the idea that you have to convert this with the power of 2. So 16, as 16 16 is 256 and 15 15 is 225. I've written as a 16 upon 15 raised to 2. As indices are same, bases become same. So 1 plus r upon 100 is equal to 16 upon 15. Now you take plus 1 to the other side, so it becomes minus 1. Equate the denominator, 16 minus 15 upon 15. 16 minus 15 is 1 upon 15. Now take this 100 which is at the denominator to the other side, so it comes in the numerator. 100 upon 15. So here you can divide it with 5. 5 3s are, 5 2s are 10, 0. 20 upon 3, you can convert it into the mixed fraction. So 3 6 are 18, which is a quotient which you write big, and then remainder you write in the numerator, and the divisor, as it is 3, you can see over here, it comes in the denominator, that is percent. So R is 6, 2 upon 3%. Now once you got R, you have to find P. So substitute in any value of A2 or A4. As I told you, smaller the better. So we substitute in A2, 57 600 is equal to P bracket 1 plus 20 upon 3 is the value for R. So you multiply the denominator with 100. As you can see in the denominator it is 100. So 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 1s are 2 5s are. 3 5s are is 15. So 1 plus 1 upon 15 raised to 2. Now what you can do is you have to equate the denominator. So when you multiply by 15, your numerator and denominator, 15 plus 1 is 16 upon 15 you get for the P. Now when you want to find P, you take this to the other side. So it becomes 57 600 into 15 into 15 upon 16 into 16. So now you cancel this number with 8. So 8 2s are 16. Here you can see it is divisible. 8 7s are 56, 1 carry over, 8 2s are 16, and then 00. Even this 7200 is divisible by 8. The reason is 8 9s are 72. So you can divide 8 2s are 16, 8 9s are 72, 00. Now this 900 is divisible with 2. So 2 1s are 2, 4s are 8, 1 carry over, 2 5s are 10, 0, 450 over. Again, as in the units place it is 0, it can be divisible by 2. So 2 1s are, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 1 carry over, 2 5s are. So now you got 225. 15 into 15 is 225. Multiply 225 and 225, you got 50,625. So that is the principal. Okay, now once you got the principal and the R, that is what you had to find. So that becomes your final answer. Now we go to the next question. In the next question, it is said, Amar invests some money at compound interest and finds that it will amount to 21,600 in 2 years and 31,104 in 4 years. Again, you can see it is non-consecutive or successive years. So similarly, as we have done the two sums, you have to find the rate and the sum by using the same formula, right? A2 and A4, what is given, 21,600 for A2 and A4 is 31,104. You have to find percent rate and principal. So A4 upon A2 is equal to P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 4 upon P bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to 2. PP gets cancelled and you will simplify 31,104 upon 21,600, and here you will write 4 minus 2 as the bases are same. So you subtract the index. The reason is you are using the law of indices. A raised to m upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Now simplify this. So here you can see as it is 4 over here and as it is 0, we can cut it with 2, both the numbers, numerator and denominator. So here you can see when I'm dividing, what I have done first is 2 ones are 2, 1 carry over, 2 fives are 10, 1 carry over, 2 fives are 10, 1 carry over, 2 fives are 10, and 2 twos are 4. So that is how I got 1, 5, 5, 5. After that, when we divide 2, 1, 6, 0, so we get 2 ones are 0, 2 eights are 16, 0. Now these two numbers, as you can see here in the units place, it is 2 and 0. So even this number can be divisible by 2. But you can check for other numbers as well if you want to do it little faster. So here you can see that instead of 2, we have taken 8. So 8 ones are 8, 2 carry over. So when we carry over 2, 8 threes are 24, 4 carry over, 8 fives are 40, 0. Now similarly, we have divided this also with 8, 8 ones are 8, 15 minus 8 we got 7, 8 nines are 72, carry over 3, 8 fours are 32, carry over 3, 8 fours are 32. Now you can see that we can divide this particular number, okay, with 2. So we have taken 2 now. 2 6 are 12, 1 carry over, 2 sevens are 14, 1 carry over, 2 fives are, 2 nines are 18, 1 carry over, 2 sevens are 14, 2 twos are 4. Now 9, 7, 2 and 6, 7, 5 further divisible. So we will divide it with, we'll check, because here you can see in the units place it is not even number. So we have to check for the divisibility test of 3. So 6 plus 7, 13. 13 plus 5, 18. It is divisible. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. So it is divisible. Now divided with the 3. So 3 threes are 9, 3 twos are 6, 1 carry over, 3 fours are 12, 3 twos are 6, 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 15. So you can see now these two numbers are not further divisible. And as you can see over here, index is 2. So you can convert these two numbers to the power of 2. So what we will do is we'll write 324 as 18 square, because 18 into 18 is 324. And 15 into 15 is 225, so we'll write 15 square. So 18 upon 15 the whole square. Now what you have to do is, you can see over here it is plus 1. When you take it to the other side, it becomes 18 upon 15 minus 1. So r upon 100, 18 minus 15 is 3, 3 upon 15. Now 3 upon 15 into 100. So when you cancel, 5 3s are, 5 2s are 10, 0. 3 and 3 gets cancelled, so you are left with 20. So now r is 20%. Substitute this value of r to any value of a. So we have taking a2. a2 is equal to p bracket 1 plus r upon 100 raised to 2. So 21,600 is equal to p bracket 1 plus 20 upon 100 raised to 2. 0, 0 gets cancelled, 2 ones are, 2 fives are. When you equate, you get 6 plus, 5 ones are 5, 5 plus 1, 6 upon 5 raised to 2. You want to find the principal, so you take it to the other side. So it gets 21,600 into 5 into 5 upon 6 into 6. Now divide 6 and 2, 1, 6, 0. It can be divisible. As it is, as you can see, the divisibility test of 6 is it should be divisible by 2 and 3. So 6 ones are 6, 3s are 18. 3 carry over, 6 6 are 36, 0. 6 ones are 6 6 are 36 and 0. Now 6 into 25 when you multiply, because you can see over here it is 5 5s are 25, and 25 into 6 when you multiply you get 150, and these two zeros you just write over here. So that is how you got 15,000 as the principal. Now you've got r, you've got principal, so that's your final answer. Put both the answers in box. Children, you all are doing well. Keep on practicing, keep on repeating more sums of this type from the textbook. You will definitely do better. Thank you, children.